On April 20, 2010, a fire aboard the Deepwater Horizon rig in the Gulf of Mexico resulted in the death of 11 crew members and the uncontrolled release of oil into the Gulf. Nearly 5 million barrels of oil were released before the spill was controlled in July of 2010, making it the largest marine oil spill in American history. Today, over a year later, the effects of the oil spill can still be seen. Oil can still be found on the ocean floor and is still affecting marine animals and fishermen. Dr. Mark Hammond, professor of pharmacognosy, is currently working on research that could impact the way oil spills are handled in the future. In a previous study, Hammond and his team of grad students developed a system to clean oysters from bacteria. This included exposing the oysters to supercritical carbon dioxide. After exposure, bacteria levels were significantly lower. If another oil spill were to occur, this method could help to prevent bacterial infections from consuming oysters.
Carry contaminants from bacteria to chemical molecules that can be toxic, and they can sequester these because they are active filter feeders. And because of this, there's concerns about contamination and humans consuming oysters that are contaminated.
We've added the oysters to this vessel. Then you fill the vessel with supercritical fluid. Expose them to the supercritical fluid for several minutes. Once that's done, you evacuate the chamber. The supercritical fluid turns back into a gas and is released through a vent. You can see how it would be useful for shellfish that may be contaminated with things that aren't oil soluble.
Finally, Hammond is currently working on research that could help in removing oil from the water if a disaster like the Deepwater Horizon were to ever happen again. His research includes using a chemical activating agent mixed with sawdust to allow the chemical to float atop the water. It would then use the sun shining through the chemical to oxidize the petroleum. This would remove the dependence on dispersants, which can only remove the appearance of oil. He is currently looking for sponsors to better fund his research.